Hello everyone, this week's Parsha is Parsha Ekeiv, and in Parsha Ekeiv, the Torah tells us that Et Hashem Elokecha Tir'ah, you shall fear Hashem your God, introducing the mitzvah of Yirat Hashem, to live with a sense of awe and fear of Almighty. The Talmud tells us of Shimon HaMosoni, a rabbi who developed what we call the Et theory. The theory said that whenever we encounter the word Et in the Torah, it indicates that the phrase is in question includes something in addition to which is explicitly mentioned in the verse. For example, the first verse of the Torah tells us that God created Et Hashamayim ve'et ha'aretz, the heavens and the earth. Shimon HaMosoni claimed that the word Et in this phrase comes to include the stars, which God created together with heaven and earth. And in the well-known verse, Kabet et avicha ve'et imecha, honor your father and your mother, the word et indicates that one's older brother is also included in the obligation. One must honor not only his parents but his older brother as well. Shimon HaMosoni proceeded to find the meaning of every instance in the word et in the Torah, successfully identifying something that the Torah seeks to include by adding the word et. But when it came to Parsha Ekeiv, to the verse Et Hashem Elokecha Tir'ah, what could the Torah possibly include together with God? To whom or to what would the Torah demand that one fear as is feared God? Shimon HaMosoni could not imagine the Torah would require that we experience fear of anything or anyone other than God, and thus concluded that his theory was mistaken. The word et in the verse proved that the word does not indicate an expansion of the verse to something else. He turned to God asked that he received a reward for the effort he invested in developing his theory, so that he should be rewarded for honesty, withdrawing from his theory. The Gemara tells us the Et theory was considered disproven until Rabbi Ekeiv came along and upheld it. He contended that the word Et in the verse comes to include Torah scholars. Torah, whom a person must feel a sense of reverence and fear, just as they experience fear toward God. How did Rabbi Ekeiv arrive at this interpretation? What led him to conclude that one must fear Torah scholars just as he fears God? The answer is that Rabbi Ekeiv was inspired by his colleague Shimon HaMosoni. Shimon HaMosoni was prepared to cast aside his life's work to tear up many years' worth of novel interpretations and recite a theory that he had devoted countless hours developing and proving. In the interest of intellectual honesty, once he confronted an insurmountable refutation on his theory, he dropped it. So many things in science separately cling to their possessions even after discovering a refutation, unable to unwillingly and admit their life's work was for nothing. But Rabbi Ekeiv saw that Shimon HaMosoni had integrity to retract his theory when he realized that it cannot be sustained. This level of greatness inspired Rabbi Ekeiv to declare that Torah scholars are indeed deserving of being included in this verse. This degree of honesty and humility renders righteous people such as Shimon HaMosoni worthy of being included along with the Almighty in this command, Et Hashem Elokecha Tir'ah, when thus demands that he show awe and reverence to not only God himself but to all the Torah sages. Thank you all for listening. Have a great day.